cash already feels tight. What happens when the timing shifts permanently? Payday Super is being framed as a simple compliance update, but it isn't. It's a structural shift in how small businesses are going to experience cash flow throughout Australia. And the people who already do the right thing, well, they are the ones who are going to feel it the most. So let me ask you something. If your business is profitable, but cash already feels tight sometimes, what happens when the timing shifts permanently? When I first read about it, I felt sick, not because it's complicated, but because I could see what it's going to create: chronic pressure, and pressure compounds. From 1 July 2026, Super must be paid on payday instead of quarterly. It will be the same annual cost, but a completely different cash flow rhythm, and rhythm determines resilience. Businesses don't collapse because of a bad profit year. They collapse because cash runs out before recovery happens. So here's the mechanism. Revenue is earned, invoices are issued, payments are delayed, payroll's then due, super's due, your BAS is due, your facility becomes stretched, and your margin buffer disappears. It's not dramatic, it's mechanical, and Payday Super shortens the recovery window, and recovery windows are what keep businesses alive. Insolvency isn't an event, it's a sequence. Payday Super reduces effective working capital. So when cash leaves weekly instead of quarterly, you carry less liquidity buffer. Your debtor days matter more, late payments hurt more, you lean on your overdrafts earlier, short-term finance increases, interest cost increases, margin buffer decreases, and when margin buffer shrinks, that becomes the domino effect. The July 2026 may be uniquely heavy. The June quarter BAS is due, the June quarter Super is due, you've got Payday Super starting, and possibly a bit of end of financial year planning still working through the system. It's going to be a month that tests your systems, not your profit, your systems. And industry consultation submissions have already warned that tightening liquidity requirements in this way risks increasing insolvency amongst small businesses already under strain. That's not political commentary, that's risk modelling. So here's what a lot of people aren't discussing. Chronic cash pressure changes behaviour. Owners become slower to hire, slower to invest, more conservative, a lot more defensive, growth slows, risk appetite drops, and innovation contracts. And that's just the macro impact. It doesn't show up in year one, but it does, it compounds. Large corporates, well, they're going to absorb this. Organised operators with strong weekly forecasting, they're going to adapt. But micro and small businesses with uneven cash flow, they're going to feel exposed. The reform targets non-compliance, but the burden lands squarely on liquidity, and liquidity is always the tightest at the small end of town. So here's where it shifts from threat to strategy. Strong operators will shorten their forecast periods now, most likely in line with their payroll cadence. They'll simulate Payday Super early, tighten their debtor cycle, review pricing, and strengthen their working capital. Weak operators won't do anything at all. And when July 2026 hits, well, the prepared businesses are going to feel like it's normal, and the unprepared businesses are going to feel the pressure. And that's when market share shifts, that's when acquisition opportunities increase, and that's when stronger businesses consolidate. Preparation doesn't just protect, it positions. So what worries me most isn't the insolvency headlines, it's the chronic stress, because this isn't a one-off tax, it's every payroll run, every week. Every time you open your bank feed, your payroll's going to be cleared, your super's going to be cleared, your business, even if it's profitable, is going to feel tight. And that changes how decisions are made over time. This isn't temporary, it's the new rhythm, it's forever. Payday Super won't increase your annual cost, but it is going to expose weak timing discipline, weak debtor control, and weak working capital systems. It's going to reward structure, visibility, and preparation. The difference between stress and stability won't be revenue, it will be timing, and timing is controllable if you act early.